If you had to sum up your teaching in 1 or 2 sentences, what would they be?
No teaching, no teacher, no student.
So then what are we doing here today?
To find out who you are.
The first question, Papaji, is who are you?
I am that. From where you, me, she, he, all the rest emerge from. I am that.
Harilal Punja was born in 1910 in a part of the Punjab that is now in Pakistan. At the age of 8, he spontaneously had a mystical experience in which he became aware, for the first time, of who and what he really was. It was a transcendent experience of peace and happiness. For the next 25 years he tried, obsessively, to recapture that early experience through devotion to the Hindu god, Krishna. He had many visions of God, saw many famous Indian saints and gurus, but no one he met was able to give him the direct experience of God that he craved. Then, in 1944, at the age of 34, he went to the ashram of Sri Ramana Maharshi, one of India's most famous and respected gurus.
I had entered the ashram and then all was quiet. All was quiet, and this man is quiet, incarnation of silence itself, not speaking to anyone. But then it was tremendous silence. I never saw anybody so silent, you see. So the people who go there, their mind doesn't enter the hall. He sits quiet and silence was there. So what he taught was to keep quiet.
On the day you finally got it with Ramana Maharshi, what exactly was happening?
I was a devotee of Krishna from childhood. Devotee of Krishna, so that Krishna even would manifest in physical form. I could see with the senses, as I see other things, so much attached. After spending some 4 days in Adi Annamlai on the other side of the mountain, Arunachala, then Maharishi asked me where you had been. I said, on the other side, staying by myself and playing with Krishna. Oh, see, very good, you have been playing with Krishna? Yes, sir, I was playing with Krishna. He is my friend. Do you see him now? No, sir, I don't. So he said, what appears and disappears is not real. It's not real. The seer remained. You saw him, he disappeared. You remain, same seer. Now you are here also. Seer remained. Now find out who the seer is. So it was a word only, no? It was a word. But then it struck me. I became the seer, you see. Some seer I saw. And this seer was beyond all, you see.
As Sri Ramana looked at him, silently transmitting peace, Punjaji suddenly became aware of his own inner reality, the abiding, formless presence which is the source and substance of all that exists. Hindus call this the self, but it has nothing to do with the mind or the personality. It is, instead, the common ground, the continuous presence that abides timelessly and formlessly as the real nature and heart of all beings. For the last 45 years, Punjaji has been helping others to dispel the illusions they have about themselves, so that they too can be aware of that abiding presence that has been his own unshakable experience since the moment of his own enlightenment. His methods are unconventional but traditional. In face-to-face encounters with seekers, he challenges all of their most basic assumptions and drives them back to an awareness of who they really are.
Let there be peace and love among all beings of the universe. Let there be peace, let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar, Namaskar. Welcome to Satsang. Some friends are very new to Lucknow Satsang, so let me introduce what's going on here. You are here for the first time to something very new, and I am not going to give you any method, any way that you have tried, and it has not paid. No one tells you what is here, now. Here and now, within your own heart. To return to your own heart, I don't think you need any search, any practice, any method. You sit on meditation, you project something, the benefit of meditation, enlightenment, is some future date. But who is the meditator? No one knows who is the meditator. You work on meditated upon object of meditation. But this is neither the subject nor the object. It is that itself. And that is already here. I am very happy to go back to my country and to spread your message, laughing, dancing, singing. Papa, a little trouble. After all these months, I still don't know what is your message. Very good. You tell him. This is enough for you. It's better not to know the message. Then you will hold on. You will read my message if I give you. This is my message. Then you will read this message to everybody, and that will become a religious book. As the books have become, therefore, I don't give any messages. What message do you need? To have any teaching is preaching. Teacher has no teaching, no method, no way. To know thy own self, you don't need any teaching. What you really are, always you are that itself. No one is going to teach you. You have to realize who you are, here and now, this moment.
Papaji, people in the West are being continuously bombarded with spiritual advice. All kinds of gurus and groups are telling Western audiences, join us and you will be happy. What exactly is different about your message, and why should anyone listen to it?
They advise the people to destroy them. To destroy them, and I tell them to reject those teachers and preachers and come to me. I will give you good advice. Don't listen to anybody's advice, neither to my advice. Peep within you and listen to your own voice. What do you hear? Don't listen to any advice, because any advice belongs to the past. So there's no advice to know thyself. So don't listen to anybody's advice. You keep quiet. This is the best advice. I give advice, keep quiet. Don't think and don't make any effort. This is my advice. And if you follow it, you have done very well for you and for everybody and all the beings of the world.
So following any advice, except the advice be quiet, takes you away from the self and not towards it.
Of course it has, because it takes you to the past.
Many people have tried to be quiet, to be still, and they haven't succeeded. What are they doing wrong?
To give up the intention to keep quiet. If they can't keep quiet, give up the intention to keep quiet, then what will happen? There's no object in the mind, no person, no thing, no concept that can return you happiness and peace of mind. So I just tell them, give them this information. Don't look here, there, anywhere. Peace is within you and within the heart of all beings. So you keep quiet, don't look anywhere, don't allow your mind to abide anywhere, and you will see that it is peace, happiness itself. That is the fundamental truth, and every being in the world is happiness itself.
Papaji, I think that most people who come to see you would say that you're giving out something more than information. Almost everyone who comes to you feels that there is some power, some grace in your presence, and that this power and this grace enables them to find out who they really are. Do you have any comment on this?
Definitely, I am pointing out at their own self, which is the fountain of the grace, of love, of beauty. Here rises the love and peace also. Just point them out. Look within yourself for 1 second, and you will not search, not find. You will see that you are peace itself.
What is important for a seeker who sincerely wants to be free?
Most serious thing that one should, for the seeker, is to seek freedom alone. Only freedom. So as you say, you are burning for freedom, this alone is enough. Keep up this fire. Keep up this fire, it will burn everything. Everything will burn in this thing. Mind also will burn in this thing. Whole universe will be consumed in this like wildfire in the forest, you see. Wildfire, conflagration in the fire is caused by itself in the forest. By rubbing one tree against the other tree, the fire is there. So that fire eats away the whole forest, and finally itself keeps quiet, you see. Yeah. So keep up this fire. This fire generally I don't see in any face. I don't see this fire in any face. There's fire to have things. Fire for persons, fire for objects, that fire I have seen. But fire for freedom is yet to be seen. That's a very different fire. It doesn't burn. It doesn't harm a person. So it rises here and there. Very rare person will have this fire, okay? Welcome. Keep it up, you see. And pour more benzene on it.
Do we need to believe in anything, Papaji? Do we, for example, have to believe that the Guru's words are correct? Do we have to believe that we can attain freedom? Do we have to believe I am already free? What are the minimum number of things that we have to believe in?
Yes, of course. You need faith. Faith in your own self, that I am free. If you at all want to believe in faith, this is the best faith you can have. I am already free. When you can have a faith, I am suffering, I am bound, why not to have the best faith, then I am free? What difference does it make? It is the I am in you which is always free. When I speak, you are already free. It's not that your body is already free. That's how you mistook it always. So it is that which is already free. I am that I am. Keep still and know I am that I am. That's all.
What brought you to Lucknow? Why did you decide to come here?
I was looking for the truth, I can say.
And when you came, what happened?
I sat in front of him and all my body felt his immensity. And then I told him that I feel a lot of pain. And then he told me, when is your pain now? And in this moment the mind dropped. I dropped myself. I was no more there. And what was there was something totally else. It was just it. It was just, yes, this is who I am really. This is who I am. I need nothing else. Nothing else matter. And this was so much love there, and happiness and peacefulness.
Images on a screen. While the action is taking place, we all forget, temporarily, that we are merely watching a display of colored lights. We take the figures to be real and become engrossed in the little dramas of their everyday lives. Occasionally, we become aware that we are watching, that the pictures are not real, that they are just images on a screen. When this happens, we subconsciously differentiate between what is real and what is unreal. The man watching in his chair assumes, I, the observer of this film, am real. The pictures on the screen, they are not real. Now step back one stage further. Here is a new film. The original observer and the film he was watching are both now displayed on the same screen. The observer, who formerly thought himself to be real, is now just as unreal as the film he was watching. Now, what is real about this picture? What here is permanent? What remains unchanged while all these pictures come and go? It is the screen. Your own self, your own reality, is the screen upon which all the unreal pictures of the world are displayed. All the pictures on the screen, including the form and the person you take yourself to be, are supported by the screen of your own self. When you recognize yourself to be the substratum, the screen, and not the name and form which appear upon it, you are free. Okay. If there is a fire in the movie, it will not burn the screen. If there is water, the screen will not get wet. When you discover who you really are, when you discover that you are the screen of consciousness and not the images that appear upon it, you are untouchable, indestructible. You are free.